force, but he's managing to hold the car on the track, and that is through into lap 14 out of 71.
Well, the BMW was too much grunt up the hill for Michael to have a look, but Montoya really struggling through the corners. The tyres grain, let me tell you what that means. They get the rubber rolls on top of the tyre, and instead of the tyre sitting on the track, you're squirming around on the little balls of rubber. You can't slow the car down, you can't turn it in, and you can't get on the power. And look, he's just absolutely a victim to be overtaken. All he can do is make that car as wide as possible. But surely they're going to pass him easily, as some say. When they do, they'll all go past him, but he's certainly clearly making a good job of holding them up, but he just has not got the grip to turn in or get out of the corners.
But he's holding him, and Rubens Barrichello, of course, is keeping Michael Schumacher respectable. Verstappen is keeping Barrichello respectable. Barrichello is looking for a way past Schumacher, who's got to hold him back, and at the same time try to attack Montoya, and that has given David Coulthard the opportunity to close a bit, and Raikkonen is in a sixth, but the Sauber is right up with them now, because Montoya is slowing up the race. You see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and in seventh position Olivier Panis in the BAR is closing on them, and Montoya is struggling. Something has got to give.
Well, the tyres are letting him down. We know at this stage, we know how fast that car is in a straight line, and providing he can keep parking it in the middle of the apex. And of course, while you're fighting a guy who's holding up, creating a traffic jam, you've got to watch him, and you've got to watch your mirrors as well, Murray, because everybody will be trying to make, and somebody is being black flagged. So a black flag then.
It's Trulli. Jarno Trulli is being black flagged. Apparently he left the pit lane while the red light was on. You're not allowed to leave the pit lane until there's a green light showing. There's somebody who watches the approaching track, and if he sees cars bearing down on the end of the pit lane, he'll give them a red light.
Yes, the only time the red light comes on at the end of the pit lane is when the snake behind the safety car is coming around. As it enters the beginning of the pit zone, the red light goes on. You're not allowed to join until the whole crocodile has passed the end of the pit lane, truly, clearly ignoring that. And can Montoya keep this lot behind him while he waits those few laps for his tyres to come back in? At the moment, he's managing to do it.
Well, 25-year-old Juan Pablo from Bogota in Colombia is an incredible man. He's totally unfazed.
This is the best chance that Michael Schumacher's had so far, Murray. Sorry to interrupt you, but can he go around the outside? We know Michael can break a lot later, and still he's coming back. Michael's got to think of his world championship.
Oh, through goes Barrichello. Sorry, Martin. Through goes Barrichello. Off goes Montoya. Off goes Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher tried to dive inside Montoya, who had to go wide. He's gone onto the gravel, and so Rubens Barrichello has grasped his opportunity, and now Williams have got to fight back. We've seen Schumacher go out of the race. What's happening to Montoya? There he is inside Enrique Benaldi. So Montoya has slipped from first to seventh places.
Yes, and Montoya deciding he would. That was silly, actually. He should have let Michael go. He should realise that he's not in a position to fight for this race. Michael went down the outside. He had a much better braking capacity. We know that's a tyre-related thing at this stage of the race, and the Colombian just would not yield, and it's cost him and it's cost Schumacher dearly.
Question for historical enthusiasts: when was an Arrows last on a podium position? A long time ago, and it's Jos Verstappen now in third position.
The Hungary 97, remember Damon nearly won the race, lost it on the very last lap at the Hungaroring, but Verstappen then very fast, whatever fuel load he's got in that car.
So Montoya has got a clear track in front of him, but a lot of cars in front of him. And David Coulthard is now right up there with Jos Verstappen. It's Barrichello leading. It is Verstappen now in second position. And behind Verstappen is David Coulthard. It's getting very stretched indeed as Michael Schumacher closes in sixth position on Olivier Panis. Replay.
Here we go then, Michael saying, OK, you're going to cover the line. Well, I'll have to go down the outside. And the Colombian getting back off the brakes, look, losing the back of the car, really just almost sacrificed himself in that corner so as not to lose the lead, and Michael Schumacher definitely paid the price. He had no option but to try to go around the outside of him. The Colombian doing such a good job of blocking the racing line, and he's perfectly entitled to do that, but as he got off the brake pedal he left himself way too little space to slow the car down. Luckily for Michael, he didn't stall in, and watch Montoya lose the back of the car, have to turn into the slide, and begins to take up the space that Michael thought he would go around. Michael then taking a few risks there, you have to say, to try and get around the outside of that Williams.